Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Frank Iniguez, the ambassador of reading. And today's topic is pretty exciting. Like always, I always get excited about my topics. Today's communication with attention. So what I'm going to communicate there is that many times people don't take time to pay attention what the conversation is going to be about. Many times you're driving home and you're coming from work or the office or from visiting a friend, and maybe you're angry, or maybe you're excited, or maybe you're frustrated, and you're gonna walk into your house and somebody's gonna be there, probably somebody that you've been having in your mind and extending the conversation or sharing the conversation of what happened in your mind. So people come in and it's an explosion of emotions, and it gets started, and the person is like, what are you talking about? Where is all this coming from? And it's like I told you about one of my earlier videos about the frequency. You come in with a frequency of excitement or frustration or sadness, and you come in and the person that's waiting at home doesn't know what you're tuned into. So you've been watching my videos, and since you've been watching my videos, you have an advantage because you've been putting a lot of information in your head about the conscious, subconscious, superconscious, about being attentive to your thoughts, being attention to your communication. So you have an advantage. If you have the advantage, slow down. You have the advantage, therefore you have the responsibility. If you're the one that's coming in with the emotions, then know that you're going to have to slow down, explain where you're coming from, what are you feeling, what the conversation is going to be about, and it's probably going to help you. My wife and I both know this information, and many times, even though we know it, I'll come in, and I'm a man with a lot of emotions, so a lot of the times I come in and I start blabbering away, blah, 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 and she always tells me, slow down, paint me the scenario, what are you talking about? And I know what she's talking about, so I do slow down, I tell her where I'm at with my thoughts. We get into the same frequency, same conversation. It usually helps because we both know this thing. We both know this information about taking us where you're at so that we can merge into the conversation, so we can take off. And many times there's no solution. Many times people just want to vent. So that's what we do. She'll either do it or I'll do it. And it helps us a lot. With our children, it's important that you give time to your children, time to communication with attention. And if we have 3 children, my wife and I, they're not children, but we have 3. And as you pay attention to the way they communicate, maybe body language or the sound of their voice will give you hints as to maybe they want a little bit of time with you. So slow down, give them time, and always listen. If you listen and you're patient, you're going to have a better outcome on your communication. Also, I always make the time. My wife and I, even though we're very busy, they're always very busy. We usually try and make time at least once a week while we go out and have breakfast or lunch or dinner. And we share time and we just listen. My wife and I know that it's our time to listen, and they get to just share. Sometimes it's just jokes. Sometimes it's serious about school or work. And we give each other time to communicate. So in your communication, it's very important. If you have a loved one, whether it be a brother, sister, father, mother, child, or spouse, take into consideration what I'm telling you here with communication with attention. Make sure that if you're the one talking, you paint a little story, you paint a little scenario, so when they merge in, it's going to be a good conversation. And if they're the ones and they don't know about this information, ask them to slow down, be patient, slow down, let them paint you the story of where they're coming from. You're going to be able to merge a lot easier. I know that in my earlier videos, I told you how all this is new for me, the cyber world. And for some reason, my brothers, I have 4 brothers, 4 sisters, and myself, there's 9 of us. For some reason, one of them made a group chat. I think that's what it's called, a group chat. And they tell jokes, or we tell each other news, what's going on. And it's just communication. And I think that's very important. If somebody's important to you, communicate. Communication is very important. So remember, be patient, be attentive, slow down or ask them to slow down, paint a picture. And especially children, they want to come home. Maybe they're going to tell you a story that came from the playground and you don't understand and you're not interested. If you're not interested now, they're not going to be interested later. So be patient, be attentive, be there, make time to talk to each other, make time to communicate with one another. It's going to make a big difference. So communication with attention, either you slow down or ask them to slow down, merge. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. I hope it serves you. If it did serve you, share it and remember to subscribe. The channel is growing thanks to people like you. So make sure that you share and subscribe. And I think it's a nice topic to share. Communication with attention. Thank you. We're going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for.